Okay, now this is another training lesson here. Watch how he comes up and then quickly follows behind the ball. Okay, we're going to look to see how he controls this ball here. Comes behind the ball, like if you're doing a 50, and then he shoots. All right, let's look how he does this again. He hits it so it goes up the wall. Then he goes behind it like that and is ready to battle. All right. Goes up the wall, stays behind it a little higher than the ball, and then he follows through, ready to attack. Okay, this is showing it like he's going slow to explain it. He goes up, then he goes below to try to hit the ball. All right. He hits the ball up on the wall. It's a little bit in front of the ball, then turns around like that. Okay, let's look at it again. Rolls the ball up. He goes behind the ball and directly pushes the ball out. All right. Rolls the ball up, spins around, stays behind the ball. Okay, this is one way to defend. See where he's sitting on midfield and his nose is facing where the ball would respawn. And he's defending sideways. Let's look how he power slides with this ball to hit it like that. So this is the practice here where defense stands like this because there's only one place for him to go, to the center of the field. So he tries to force the offense to the center while he is defending like this. Pushes the ball up the wall. He gets up around and behind it, then pushes it back a little bit to his side, and then attacks like that. Okay, let's watch an example. Again, it's ball up, spins around behind the ball, stays behind the ball, and the opponent is trying to defend. One thing I want you to keep in mind is look at where the defense is, how his nose is facing towards the center of the field like that, ready to side defend. And he's staying like that, trying to hide behind the ball. Rolls the ball up, stays behind, turns behind, and is in the back of the ball here, pushing it while he's trying to stay behind and hide from the ball. And then he could power slide, for example, the other way. Do it the other way, get behind him. That's this attack. Okay, let's look at how he attacks here on offense. Look at how he hits that ball like that to the side. Okay, he rolls the ball, and if he wants to hit the ball behind him to help him like that, he goes on the other side of the ball, rolls around, and then ready to attack. Okay, let's look at this exercise here. Defense pushes it up so they get momentum. He gets up, goes behind the ball, stays behind the ball. Look at how the other opponent is defending sideways in a good position. And now we're going to watch it from the defense point of view. All right. The defense pushes up the ball to get momentum, start to exercise, and then he sits here. Look how he starts on mid boost. And just look at his positioning, his spacing. And he's covering inside to outside. And let's watch it from offense point of view here. Rolls the ball up, goes up above the ball, and then goes behind it like that. And is ready for like a potential 50 to attack. All right, watching it from the defense point of view, how he's ready here. And he's shadowing from inside out. Okay, let's watch another example. stays behind the ball, goes up above it when it's at the top, and he stays behind it, does a fake, and then tries to shoot. All right. Now we're going to watch it from first man defense point of view. He's staying inside to outside and tries to challenge and then misses by accident. And there you go. All right, this is the beginning of a practice. See how the car is trying to hide the car from the ball here. And they're just practicing staying close to each other. And you see the jump and flip there. Now we're going to see it from his point of view. This right here, trying to block it. You see how he's moving his car left to right a little bit as he's going up? All right, here's another example. See how he's looking around, brings the ball up, and stays behind it like this, and is ready to go in. Faking. Gets behind the ball, brings it back. Tries to attack. All right, let's watch it from the defense point of view. First man defense. See how his nose is facing that way. That was blocking inside to outside. He's blocking the net. He rolls the ball up. He's higher than the ball, and he comes from right behind the ball and is ready to do anything with the ball. So that is one option there, what he did. Rolls the ball up. It's a little distance to be behind it. Gets behind the ball like that. It's a good process to do. Then he stays close to it. Yeah. He hits the ball hard up. Trying to hide behind the ball. Trying to get it to bounce. Okay, now you can see it from how to play defense here. Once again, we're looking at where his car is facing. He's defending inside to outside. Staying behind the ball. Okay. Rolls the ball up again. Even if he rolls it a little bit to his side. Pushes it out. Stays behind the ball. Feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, but I just want enough examples for the video. So I don't have to pause it. I'm gonna watch an attack here, how he flips the ball. That's a really good thing to practice. Let's look how he attacks here. He basically brings the ball on top of his car to hit it. Let's look at another example here. Brings the ball up, goes behind it like this, above it and behind it, and he stays behind the ball. It's ready to 50. Then he tries to attack like that. Okay, let's see what he does here. He rolls it up. He goes behind the ball like this. Tries to stay behind the ball. And here's another one for good measure. Brings it back a little bit to his side. Goes behind the ball. And is ready to push out. He stays close to it, ready to attack, ready to do something with it. Here's another version of it. Jumps up on the wall. Stays behind it like this. Brings the ball up the wall. Comes up. Goes behind it. Let's see how he sets this up. Brings the ball up the wall. Stays behind it. Comes down. Sets up a little bounce dribble if you need to. And there you go. All right, let's look at it from a defensive point of view here. Look at how his car is being positioned and how he's just ready to defend. Right. Brings the car up, goes above, waits for it, brakes a little bit, and then is ready to attack. All right, look at this one here. Goes behind the ball, jumps up, goes above, and close to the ball like that. Goes for the bump like that. One more for good measure. Brings the ball at an angle, goes up, stays behind it. Ready to watch it again. Stays behind the ball, rolls it up. Doesn't hit it when it's on the wall. Lets it come back down and it stays close to it. Yeah. It's a good thing to practice there. All right, let's watch a little bit longer version of it. They're like this. And then he jumps and side flips there. Okay. What's good here is to watch a little offensive move here where he brings it on his car and instantly flicks it. Watch how this guy hits it off to the side, bounces it on the car, and instantly flicks it. All right, watch this again. He hits the balls and instantly flicks it up. All right, the ball is bouncing towards him. He gets behind it, pops it up, and then does that. And let's watch this again. Yeah. Another example of him pushing on offense while the other guy is trying to defend. Let's take a look at this little drill they're doing here. They're popping it to the backboard, practicing that jump and flick. One way to go about doing this is like this here. Okay. See another one where he pushes the ball, gets up behind it, then passes it to the person in the middle who shoots it. Okay. Watch this again, another example. Brings the ball up in the corner, and then he goes around it fast and is able to push it out to middle. See this here. Bounces the ball up, stays behind it or on top of the ball. See what he does here. He practices it, stays up, comes behind the ball like that. See this here. He hits the ball hard and then does not touch the ball when it gets on the wall. Stays behind it and pushes it up like that. Okay, look at this little exercise they're doing. They're bouncing the ball on the wall by hitting it. Bouncing the wall again. Pops it up like that. All right. He goes behind the ball. He pushes it. Stays behind it like this. Then passes it to middle. So this is like him playing defense and trying to push offense here, where it's in his corner. He pushes it up. He stays behind it. He goes up. He waits for it. He stays on top of the ball, and then he passes it to the guy in middle, who then shoots it. Okay. So this is an example again of the pacifist pivot, where he's going to go behind and pass it to his teammate who's in middle. So this would be what they do on the offense side. Okay. So this is what it's like for to be the second man on offense, the last man, if you will. And he's waiting here for the pass, and then he's going to shoot it. All right. Got another example. He brings the ball down. He doesn't hit the ball when it's too close to the wall, then passes it to his teammate. All right, let me show a longer version of this. So he brings the ball to the offensive side. He goes around it, stays behind the ball, passes it to his teammate, who then practices to hit the backboard. They both continuously just try to hit the backboard as part of the practice. As you see here. Okay, I know I'm kind of being a dead horse here, but I'd rather have good videos that just have the good content and make less videos. So here you go. All right, let's see here. Brings it down. Stays behind it. Close to it. Okay, let's see this again. Brings it to the corner. Stays behind it. And then passes it. Let's look at it from his point of view here, from the guy waiting for the pass. And based on where the ball is, he then creeps up like that. Pushes it. Stays behind it. Waits. And passes it. Who then shoots. Holds the ball. Enough speed. Doesn't hit it when it's close to the wall. Waits for it. And then, yeah, let's see this again. They're always tapping boost. He goes up above it, and then he passes it. And then they do that little exercise again where they just hit it above the net, just practicing to hit it high, I guess. Hit it on backboard, which is good for threes. See how long they can continue doing that for. Oh, this is really impressive. Sit down. Holds it at an angle, passes it, and there you go. And let's see what he does here. Something to practice. Goes behind it like this, then turns around like that. Guess this is something to show here. He hits the ball to the wall, then goes around, maybe looks for a bump, then goes back out. All right, let's look at another example here. Rolls the ball up, stays above it, then goes in front and behind, and then passes it out. And practices it again, gets behind, and then hits it out. So if you wanted to look at it from, you're on defense here, protecting the net, how he goes around and he passes it to his teammate in the middle, and then they try to shoot like this. Once again, I'll show it. He's on defense, and those two are blue teammates. He passes it to his blue teammate, and then he tries to shoot, and then the guy in the goal defends it. So that's the practice to do that you can do in a real game. See how he does this here. He rolls the ball to the corner, stays up, tries to follow the same motion, and he passes to the guy in middle like that. All right, let's see this again. The whole motion. There's a guy in mid waiting for the ball, and then there's a guy in defense. He passes it to his teammate in middle, who then tries to hit it above the net, and that's the practice.